Well, shall we do it? Shall we try one more round? We're going to start with the Mythos phase, and we place a third Doom token on the agenda card. Then, here we go. We advance the agenda if the threshold has been met, and it has. So we'll remove that and flip this over, and let's see what it says. Well, it says, your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed, and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It is almost as if you have been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and then, or every now and again, you recognize elements of your former home. The lead investigator must decide. Either each investigator discards one card at random from his or her hand, or the lead investigator takes 2 horror. Ugh. I think Harvey says we lose a card. So we're just going to randomly choose one. We got this one. Preposterous Sketches. That is out. And Cho doesn't have that many cards. I don't want to lose one of his good combat cards. Oh, we lost Randall Cho. That was our medic. I guess he's not going to make an appearance after all. So that is resolved. Let's see what's happening next. Rise of the ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way, and you see a network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. So we got a new timer going on now before things get really bad. And we still need to draw 1 encounter card per investigator. Let's start with Harvey. We have Ancient Evils. Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Dark forces stir against you. If you do not act quickly, a sinister plot will be fulfilled. All right, a doom has been added. Here comes Cho's card. Whoa, grasping hands again. Test, test agility. Got to get a 3 or better. And if we fail, we're going to take some damage. These things are grabbing at us again. Cho has a evade of 2. I thought it might be higher for him being a boxer, but we do have a dodge card we could commit. 1-2 punch. I do like that. This cancels an attack. That looks like a good card. I kind of hate to waste or commit any of these, but I'm at least going to commit 1. So let's commit dodge. See if we can dodge these grasping hands. So that makes it a 3, which is equal to the test that we need, and we get a 0. So that actually makes it work out all right. The difficulty was 3. We tested 3. We are safe. So with some quick footwork, the decaying hands fail to claw our legs. All right, Harvey is going to do what he does best. He's going to investigate. And we're going to commit to this a deduction card. This is a skill card. I believe it's going to add +1 intellect. So the Addict's Shroud is not that high. Most likely we're going to succeed here. I think we almost assuredly will. But it will allow us to discover an additional clue at that location. So let's just make sure we don't draw something crazy. And we get a -1. That's no problem. And it says, I wish I had seen this symbol before. I must warn the others before it is too late. So he figures out some things up there about, I don't know, ghoul creation or ghoul summoning. We're able to pick up 2 clues. And that will make us get us in good shape in order to get over there and try to break through this barrier. We're going to need 6 clues total. So we've got 4. Harvey has collected all 4 himself, and that was his first action. His second action, he's going to move down to the hallway. Don't we get one more? For his last action, maybe he can go into the cellar. Well, ladies first, he says with a gesture, and the laboratory assistant goes in, slips on the icy steps, and falls down the stairs because there is a forced 1 damage when you enter the cellar. We're going to pass along that damage to this unfortunate young lady, and she takes 1 damage, and I think that takes her out. So our laboratory assistant perhaps fell through a hole and has disappeared among grasping hands and ghoulish faces. So let me see if I got that right. Investigate, move, move. I think Harvey is kind of tapped out for the rest of this round. It is Cho's turn. And investigation is not really his strong area. So let me think about this. You know, Nathaniel just doesn't have much of a chance with an intellect of 2 to get through this shroud of 4 down here. So let's take as his first action to draw a card. And that's going to be, he's got a dodge back. And then we're going to let Harvey Walters activate his ability. When you draw a card during the investigation phase, that investigator draws 1 card. So we're going to get to draw an extra one, and we get over here. So that gives us a couple of cards. Second action, let's see. I think as his last 2 actions, I'm going to have Nathaniel get resources. So he's going to get 2. That's going to give him a total of 4 resources at the end of his turn. All right, so at the end of this round, during the upkeep, we reset everything. We've got both investigators down there in the cellar. We get to ready all exhausted cards, draw a card for each investigator, extensive research, and glory. And then we each get 1 more resource. So 1 more for each investigator. So we're doing pretty well. We're ready for Harvey to start doing his thing next turn.